Welcome back to the Art Show. Um, Sorry for not posting for a while now. Reason why? It's the fact that I had to rebrand myself. I had to really sit back and reevaluate what I wanted to do with this page, how I was gonna do it, and the way forward. So throughout the break, I've been just watching other YouTubers that are in my lane, that are in my path, that have the same vision that I have, that are dealing with the NBA too. And I just wanted to see how they're doing it, what are they doing on their page, how are they attracting view, so I could also add a bit of what they're doing with what I'm doing, hoping that I could also grow. So that's why I've been off for a while. Hey, because I wanna bring you guys content. I want to bring you guys interesting, beautiful, on point facts, great, interesting speculations. I just want to entertain you guys, eh? So I want to do it the proper way, and yeah, that's why I've been off for a while. Apologies for that. Apologies for that. But yeah, let's not stay so much upon the past and let's move forward. So from now on, I promise to bring interesting, creative, out of the box content each and every Friday as soon as the NBA season starts. But yet again, as I said before, and I always say, we're not just focused on the NBA and games itself. We're also focused on the fashion part of the games and everything else that surrounds the game. The minor tournaments, the what the NBA is currently, what the type of projects that they're doing within other countries just to progress the sport of basketball, and also not and also embarking on other leagues like the Euro League, the FIBA. We're not gonna just be on the NBA. So yeah, take this journey with your boy. Take this journey with your boy. Let's grow this page, and I'm not afraid to get some positive criticism, eh? To read some positive criticism. If you have any, leave it on the comment. Leave your idea. Leave your 2 cents. Let's debate about it, eh? Let's go. So as I come back today, as I'm here today, I'm not really gonna bash your ears or even speak much about trades or anything. I'm just gonna ask you. Yeah, I feel like I should ask you these questions. Uh, i- if you wanna talk about, if you wanna debate, leave it again on the comment. Who do you think is gonna win the NBA this season? Who do you think is gonna win the NBA this season? Considering how many teams right now are creating super teams, how many franchises are creating super teams. We know a super team, or the topic super team, is going to be a topic for quite a while, dating back from MJ period, Kobe period, till now. Super teams are always going to be there. And right now, as we can see, the Lakers, the Nets, um, I won't say the Wizards, but there's so many franchises building super teams right now. Who do you think, with all the super teams being created, with all the players moving, pieces moving, free agents moving, key players that helped teams to reach playoff spots last season are also moving? Who do you think is going to win this season? Well, for me, I've got like the top five. My top five, my favorite top five. And it's going to be mainly based on uh, the players they have and the roles that the players are going to play. And on top of that, I'm also going to talk about how they play and what do they bring to the game of basketball that will give. So my first team, the first team, as I think in everybody's list, if you had to ask them who do you think is going to win the NBA this season, everybody's first team, even though they don't favor this team, everybody's going to for sure go for the Lakers. Let's remember, as we're talking about this, we're talking. as all the players, as if all the players currently are healthy and no injuries throughout the season. So this is just the best starting five of every team, the best quality team, um, team with the best five, all healthy, all fit, all ready to play from the start of the game, from the start of the season to the end. Who do you think is gonna win? And of course, everybody's gonna say for now, everybody's saying the Lakers. I'm also putting the Lakers on the list. Uh for argument's sake, I feel like this list is in. I should put this list in any order. My top five is in any order. I can't say if the Lakers are really gonna be first and the stagnant there. So I think I'm just gonna say that in any order. But yeah, let's start, man. The Lakers, with the players they've added to support LeBron James and AD, I feel like the pieces they've brought in are so effective, uh, due to the fact that if we were to look at every piece, or not every piece, but like just a few pieces as like Rondo, Russell Westbrook, Nunn. I don't know who's the other point guard they brought in, but just those three point guard. If we were to look at them, how they will facilitate and make the game easier for LeBron James. Because if you see like most of the time LeBron James throughout the quarters or throughout the game, what he does is he'll bring the ball up from the baseline all the way to the half, and he still has to create a play and all that. And at his age, I don't think that he can still do that and maintain energy and momentum throughout the game. So with the players I've added, we already know what Rajon Rondo can do. We already know playoff Rondo, how effective he is in the playoffs. We already know that. So Russell Westbrook, that piece is it's a really critical piece because he's gonna make the game for LeBron and AD easier. He can of course inject pace into the game whenever it's just a bit dull, and they wanna add some pace. Cause I feel like a team like Lakers is a team that loves to play with pace. So Russell Westbrook can do that. He can literally increase the pace. He can facilitate the game. He can create a shot. He can create a shot for another player, which I feel like could be either between LeBron James or yet again you got your other player as in Carmelo Anthony, a great three-pointer, a great ISO player. He can also make the game easier for Anthony Davis when he's in the bench. He can still go there, play power forward, and that trio between Russell Westbrook, LeBron James in the wing, maybe Carmelo in the center power forward position, still effective, still effective. So I see the Lakers having so many options and so many plays that they can go with, that they've endless um, ways to win, and not a lot of teams can even stop that. Can even stop if they say they want to play ISO. Not a lot of teams can stop them from playing ISO. If they want to play a fast-paced game, not a lot of teams can stop them. So they got so many options. That's why Lakers in everybody's list right now, they're on the top. And yeah, they could actually not they could. I see them going to the conference final. I see them being in the conference final. Maybe by light chance going to the playoffs, but hey, all likes to them. And then the second team I'd like to put there, it's of course the Nets. The Nets. You can't make a top five of potential playoff winners without the Nets right now. I haven't seen the new pieces that they've added yet. But we know Kyrie's coming back. We know James is coming back. Oh yeah, we know LaMarcus Aldridge is coming back, and they still got Blake Griffin. Um, yeah, I don't know. Okay, they lost DeAndre Jordan, but yeah, they're getting LaMarcus Aldridge back, so they're still a great team. They're still a great team, and as I said, they got the best ISO players, the best top five ISO players, top five shooting players, top five creating players. In Of course, we know James Harden, what he can do. He's a foul maker. He will surely be on that free throw line. Curry, the greatest handler of the game. KD, the best ISO, best shooter. And then the Marcus Aldridge, you got probably one of the best post game we've ever seen. So who can stop them? If we had to put them right now against, of course, the Lakers, position for position, I feel like the Nets can actually beat them. Can beat the Lakers if we had to play position for position. Best five from the Lakers, best five from the Nets. I won't even say it's gonna go head to head, you know, be a close game. It's on the Nets side, like literally, because yeah, man, they got an effective starting five. Um, okay, then I should have actually put them on my on. They should have been the first team I should have brought up then, if that was the case. But yeah, but we shall see. We shall see. But the Nets are surely there. They're on the top five. They're surely there. They are gonna go to the conference final. I don't know about playoffs final, but conference final they are gonna be there. And the third team, the third spot actually consists of two teams for me. I would like to say the Denver Nuggets are gonna be there. Um, I was gonna put the Clippers, eh? I was gonna put the Clippers, but then I also recently heard that Kawhi could be out for the next season, for the whole of the next season. He could be out. So Kawhi being out, then it kind of it now makes things a bit unbalanced. I don't know where to put the Clippers now. They were supposed to be on the third spot with the Nuggets. But if that's the case, and Kawhi is surely out for the next season, for the whole of the next season, then yeah, the third spot, I'll give it to the Denver Nuggets. They were very competitive the previous season without the PG, the main franchise player, which is still not the Joker. I still feel like it's Jamal Murray. He's the franchise player. He was out in the playoffs, and if he's healthy, if he comes back healthy, they can take that third spot and they can contend for the playoffs as they have been doing. With the addition of, I think they got Eric Gordon. They got a few good players. They got a few good players on the list. So yeah, the Denver Nuggets surely take the third spot from me. And then the fourth spot. Who did I give the fourth spot to? Oh yeah, fourth spot. I might give it to the Bucks. But as I said before, due to the fact that so many players have been moved, so many key players have been moved, so many players that were so effective to teams to allow them, not even allow them, that helped them reach the finals, are leaving. Just for an example, the Bucks. I think they lost PJ Tucker, and what we saw what PJ Tucker did for the Bucks that season, how he I won't say manhandled, but he made it hard for KD to have an easy game, for KD to have a great game. He made it hard for KD to be himself. So I think that was the edge that the Bucks had, because PJ Tucker was an aggressive player, as was Drew Holiday. But losing a player like PJ Tucker, I feel like it's gonna really hurt the Bucks this season. I don't know how badly it's gonna hurt them, but I feel like it's gonna have it's gonna be a punch to them, and that's what I'm saying. That's why the Bucks actually came down to that position, to that spot, because they've lost a few good players. They've lost a player that could have assisted them again this season to actually even reach conference final. But I don't think they're the Bucks are the type of team that could do a repeat. I don't see them doing a repeat, not this season. Independent of them being healthy or not, I don't see them doing a repeat. I'm not saying the Bucks are a bad team. It's just as Stephen A said, I don't know what Stephen A. One of the analysis or these commentators were all talking about how the last season was um it was for any team that was healthy. It was actually for the healthiest team. The healthiest team was gonna win last season, and that was the Bucks. So I don't know. I don't know if this season, even though they're healthy as they are, I don't think they can go as far to even win. They will reach the playoffs. They probably will reach the conference finals, but I don't see them winning. So that's why they're actually on the fourth spot. The fifth spot would then have to go to. We'll have to then go to Miami Heat. Miami Heat. Yeah, Miami Heat. I don't. A lot of people are gonna probably say the Sun should be there, or Atlanta should be there again, or Dallas Mavericks. But okay, let me tell you why I feel like those three teams will not make it. First of all, Dallas Mavericks is having issues within the camp, as you've heard. Porzingis wants to leave. So the team that they try to build with Luka and Porzingis, that combination is already a problem. And of course, even though Luka is surrounded by multiple great players, great shooters, players that can create their own shots and also come out of the pick and rolls to take the shot. I don't think Luka can actually lead you to a playoffs final. He's not on that caliber yet. He can lead you to the playoffs, but I don't think he can lead you to the playoff final. He's still young. He's still playful from what I've seen. So Luka's not gonna lead you. And if Porzingis does leave or doesn't perform as the Porzingis from the Knicks, then the Dallas are gonna have a hard time. And then why Atlanta might not make it. Atlanta, they just don't have the starting five. They don't have the pieces, actually, if I could say. They don't have the pieces. Yes, Trey Young is a hot he's a hot talented player. He's you know right now franchise, yeah, as a franchise player. I don't really think Atlanta got the pieces though to um to win the playoffs. I know they are a young team. I don't know if they are the youngest team, but they are a very young team. So what I would say about Atlanta or the Hawks, if I could say, is I would give them another season or two to just gel, to understand each other better. It's the same thing that happened with the Nuggets. The season that they beat the Clippers. Even before that, we were noticing how they were gelling, how they were playing with each other. I think if the Hawks are given more time to just gel, to get used to each other, to understand how each and everybody plays, they could go far. But for now, I don't see them winning. I don't see them going to a finals. But they are great contenders. They are gonna give a team a run for the money for sure, as they did with the Knicks. They're gonna grind. They're a grinding team. They're a grinding team, just like Miami. They're a really grinding team. They're very aggressive in their play. They just don't give up, eh? And whenever they're down, we know who always shows up. Trey Young, the Iceman. He always shows up, eh, and is always putting in those threes. So yeah, man. They're there, but just they don't have the pieces yet. And then the Suns. The reason why the Suns won't make it. Okay, I can't really say there's a reason why they won't make it. They're a very competitive team, and we saw that from last season. But yet again, considering the fact that last season was a season for the healthiest team, and Suns were one of those healthy teams due to the fact that They didn't play a lot of games through the regular season, and I think they had more home games than any team. I think that was like the one bonus factor that they had. So this season, considering the fact that they also haven't added any pieces, or yeah, I don't think they've added any new pieces to the roster. They're probably going with the same starting five with the same reserves and the same bench. Teams have already understood how they play, and they've probably got a game plan for them. And I just don't see them doing anything new, which they need to do now. They need to find something new to add to the game, and they're not gonna do that. I really don't know. I don't even know what cost them last season. Were they just not as hungry as the Bucks? Were they not as aggressive as the Bucks? Were they not ready as the Bucks? I don't know. You leave a comment. Like, tell me. You let me know. What did you see that cost them the ring last season? So yeah, that's the reason why those three teams. Oh, okay, let me not say they're not contenders. They're potential contenders for the fifth spot, which I'm giving to yet again Miami, because Miami and the Bucks, they're just an aggressive team. They're like an aggressive team. Uh, they're the grinders, and they got pieces that complement each other. They don't have a super team, but they got pieces that complement each other. As you know, they got Kyle Lowry, they got Jimmy Butler, they got Victor Oladipo, I think. They got Robinson, Hero. They just got pieces that understand each other, eh? And given enough time, they could go far, these boys. They could go far. They could. Okay, let me not give myself a big head or something, but yeah, there are potential conference finals contenders. Let's not write them off yet, because Jimmy Butler is a hungry cat. He's a hungry cat, and he might just show us something different. He's been hungry. He wants it. He wants that ring. I feel like he deserves a ring. He deserves a ring. I just don't know if he's in the right team yet, or what not, or he just has one of those NBA bad lucks. But so yeah, that's my five: Lakers, Nets, Denver, the Bucks, and Miami, in any order. Actually, any order on the top three. The Lakers. The Lakers and the Nets. Those are the teams in any order, and then the Nuggets, the Bucks, and I just hope Kawhi really is fit to come back. I'm not sure yet, but I'm gonna look into that, and I'm gonna let you know how the injury is. If truly it is off for the remaining of the season, then yeah, the Clippers are not going far. I don't think Pandemic George, I'm sorry, PJ13 could pull off what he did in the playoffs, and I don't think Jackson can actually also pull up. And they never really added great pieces. The only pieces that the added was, which was debatable, which was actually notable by the NBA, was Eric Bledsoe, which yeah, it's not much of a boost or even a difference. But we'll see. We'll see, eh? Yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about today. Um, the potential contenders, the potential winners for the playoffs. That's what I wanted to talk about. And I just want to know your point of view. What do you think? Who do you think is going to win? Who's your MVP for the regular season? And who do you think is going to get the MVP for playoff season? Let me know down in the comments. Peace.